Here you go.
What I'd like to talk to you about today is school uniforms. I believe school uniforms should be mandatory in public schools. The reason I feel strongly about this is because my niece was physically and verbally abused because of the way she dressed. My niece Michaela said that back in middle school where uniforms were mandatory, there was no harassment or any problems at all. When she got into high school, she was verbally and physically abused. She actually was hit and called all kinds of names because of how she dressed. This led to her actually leaving high school and to be homeschooled. The cost of uniforms is also a huge factor for parents. The average cost to dress a child in a school uniform is around $300. Christine Glacier, teacher, said that she was able to outfit her son for $150. So it does range between about $150 to $300 a year. The average cost to dress a kid in regular school clothes is around $1,200. I have a 14-year-old teenage girl, and I've spent already over $2,000 this year in clothes. Also, it'll diminish the economic and social barriers between students. So with fashion being such a big, huge thing, it causes kids that are low income where they can't afford the $100 shoes or the $100 jeans. Bullying and violence. Bullying, like I said with my niece Michaela, there's so much bullying and violence going on in the schools because of how kids are dressed. It also will prevent cliques. If everybody's wearing the same thing, then they won't be able to create cliques. A case study of the effects of adopting school uniforms in Long Island, California, which appeared in Psychology Today, reported the following effects from the switched uniforms. Overall, crime rate dropped by 91%, school suspensions dropped by 90%, sex offenses were reduced by 96%, and incidents of vandalism went down by 69%, all because of school uniforms changed. Teacher Christine Glacier notes that kids focus more on school when they're in their uniforms. They spend more time at home doing homework rather than spending time choosing on what to wear. She, as well as myself, have teenage daughters, and they spend between 20 to 45 minutes a night figuring out what they're going to wear the next day to school. With that, they can focus more time on activities and actually doing their homework. In the classroom, it is the same way. With the school uniform, everybody's not looking at each other, seeing who's wearing what, rather they're focusing on school, and it also has proven that it improves attendance. Being a kid or teenager is hard enough with peer pressure. There's so much influence and pressure on today's teenagers with body image and appearance. Students need to focus on making genuine friends and building lasting relationships based on personality and not their outward appearance. Mandated school uniforms could potentially diminish acts of violence and bullying. School uniforms create a unity and a sense of belonging. Our children go to school for an education, not a fashion show. School uniforms should be mandatory so our kids can focus on education, not expressing themselves through clothing. Thank you.